Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the Queen of Joy herself, Jessica Dugas. You're damn right. I'm the Queen of Joy. Good Monday morning, everybody. How are you today? It is the last day of January 31st, 2022. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm super excited to be with you on this lovely frigid Monday morning. I wasn't that cold till I came in my office. My office is a sunroom here in Alabama. It is not devoid of sun, but it is also devoid of keeping any kind of proper heat or cooling in this space. It keeps the heat when you don't want it to, and it keeps the cold when you don't want it to. So I think I'm going, as sad as it makes me, because I'm not going to be able to really see out the windows very well, I'm going to have to plastic in the windows during, I don't know what else to do. I need to get new windows is what I need to do. But for now, I think I'm going to have to plastic in the windows for a minute because it's freezing in here. I'm trying to be all right, but I'm so cold. My hands are so cold. And it doesn't help that I have been on this routine of doing my lemon water first thing in the morning and my celery juice. And look at, I've got my lemon water right here this morning. See, you can see the lemon floating in there. I've got my lemon water here this morning. I've got my celery juice here, and I'm not going to drink it out of that, but I've got my cup here this morning. And then I do my fruit and everything else because I'm counting down, you guys. I am counting down to my birthday on Friday. Yes. And your girl is fired up this morning. Remember the other day when I was talking about how joy and being the queen of joy doesn't mean being in a state of perfection, right? It doesn't mean that I don't have an opinion. It doesn't mean that I don't go through stuff sometimes. And so your girl is fired up this morning, and I'm excited to share with you some things because Project Joy is going to be a bit of a horse of a different color today. And I am so excited about that because your girl has things to say here this morning on the eve of my birthday. All right. Listen, I see some of you guys over in the comments this morning. Just wait for it. I'll be right there to say good morning to you. But if you are joining us live today, I would love for you to take a moment and go to the comment section, say where you're joining from and what is bringing you joy this beautiful Monday morning. If you can find the joy this morning, share about it. Tell us what it is. I also want to invite you to share in the conversation today because I ain't scared today. Okay. Head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air today. I want to see your face. I want to hear about what's bringing you joy. I want to hear what you're grateful for. So join me live on the show. I also have coming up for you, I've got finally another segment of Double D's Chronicles coming up for you today because what in the actual hell is going on here in Alabama? Okay, get ready for that. Also, we have birthdays to do today. We have some of my favorite people. I say that every time we do birthdays. Okay, you're all my favorite people. The cat's out of the bag. We're going to be talking birthdays later on today as well. This morning. Later on this hour, we're going to be talking birthdays. We're going to be talking about some news that is front page news here in Florence, Alabama, which... You guys, I can't. We're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about some controversial topics here this morning, which I am thrilled about. I typically do not share my thoughts and opinions when it comes to political conversation, but we are going to do it. We're going to talk vax, trucks, Rogan, music, celebrities, and of course, the joy in all of it. I'm very excited to dive in with you this morning. Let's see who we've got over in the comments section this morning. Let's see. Miss Tracy Lilly is here this morning. Good morning, Miss Tracy. It is lovely to see you here today. Miss Brittany is here. She says, Grand Rising, beautiful people. Tracy saying good morning to Brittany. My lover, Kevin Kiley, is here. Thank you. Thank you, my love. You make my whole day. And I hope you're set up to have a good day, my friend. Brittany says, good morning back to Miss Tracy. Miss Dory is here, said, good morning, my friend. Good morning, Dory. It's good to see you this morning. Listen, I hold on. The comments are fast. Okay, here we go. My bed is what brings joy this morning. So cozy. Listen, Brittany, some of us are here out of the bed, spreading the joy. We got out of our comfort to be here with you today. Okay. But I'm glad that it's what's bringing you joy, because it makes me joyful to see what's bringing all of you joy. Miss Judith is here this morning, Glen Arbor, Michigan, up north Michigan by Traverse City on Lake Michigan. It must be cold. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know if it's cold on Lake Michigan this morning. Let me know. Listen, Brittany says she hasn't been to sleep. What? I would literally die. You understand? I would keel over and just pass away if I did not get sleep. I have come to really appreciate sleep in the age that I am. The sleep wasn't a big deal, but for me when I was younger, but it is a big deal to me now. Okay. I need my sleep. It needs to happen. You can ask the Jacksons about that because I pass out early. Y'all are over there partying on the TikTok and I am passed out. I can't do it. I can't do it. Thank you for the love, Mr. Kylie, this morning. Adam is over across the pond and he says, good morning, or shall I say good afternoon, you wonderful people. You guys make sure you check out Mental Health Warrior TV over on YouTube and give Adam and the team some love this morning or this afternoon, doesn't matter. Brittany is saying hello to Dory. Tracy said health brings me joy. Amen. I agree with you on that. Health brings me a lot of joy as well. And the pursuit of health brings me joy as well. Sometimes, even when we're struggling in it, the fact that we have the ability to have control over what we do with our bodies for the most part, hot topics coming later. That brings me a lot of joy. It brings me a lot of joy to be able to do what we need to do to make ourselves feel better. Dory saying hello back to Miss Brittany. Adam says it's cold in the UK, but the sun is out. That's good. The sun is out here in Alabama too. It's just cold. Brittany is like, Tracy, do you feel the tone? Do you feel the tone in the word there, Tracy? Do you feel it? I feel it. I felt it from a mile away. Judith said it's 25. It's not bad. I didn't even check to see what it is. I just knew it was cold out there when I got in my office this morning. That is it. 25, Judith. Guess what it is in Florence? 25 in Alabama, 25 in Michigan. Mother Nature is broken. That's what it is. I hear you, Tracy. Sometimes it's like that. She's giving you some advice down there in the comments. Not working right now. And sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes you have things going on. Okay, so she's saying not my joy, not journey. Okay, so my joy with my father-in-law is bringing me joy versus what I expected. Oh, I love that. And that's one of my favorite things. I had a beautiful conversation the other day about manifestation and visualization and all of that good stuff with a yummy group of people. And I won't get into the details there because it's private conversation. But beautiful conversation about that. And I don't do vision boards. Oh, I know. Mic drop. Miss Joy, Miss Spirituality I don't do vision boards. Why? Because I feel like what I could possibly envision for myself as what is going to be amazing in my life could be even better if I'm just open to it. Right? Like I couldn't possibly imagine the goodness that the universe, that God has in store for me better than it could. Okay. So that's why I don't do it. I hold space for goodness. I hold space for good energy and all this stuff. But I love that when we expect something to be a certain way and it and the universe is like, let's blow it out of the water. We're going to make it even better than you can have imagined. I love it. It's my favorite. Everybody's laughing. I love it. It's 4 degrees in the UK. Okay, 4 degrees Celsius though. Okay, Adam, be specific, because if you're talking about 4 degrees Celsius, let me have a moment here, because listen, I need to, okay, settings, Celsius. Okay, before I digress here for a moment, are you talking about 4 degrees Celsius or 4 degrees Fahrenheit? Because I think y'all are on Celsius over there. Let me know before I go down this rabbit hole. But yes, Judith, we're both 25. It is insane. And we got the amens going on. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go down a rabbit hole together this morning. So I need you to hang with me. If you are ready to hang this morning, if you are ready to dive into the pool of controversy with me here today, say that you're ready in the comments, because this is going to be a good time. This is going to be a good, 4 degrees. You did the math for me, Adam. Okay. Adam says it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. All right. I guess I'll give you a pass here, because it's negative 4 degrees Celsius here where I am. Celsius sounds dangerous. Celsius is horrible. It is. It makes it sound a lot worse than it actually is. Tracy's ready. Brittany's ready. Dory's ready. So we are going to dive down the rabbit hole. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back. I'm going to start you off with some humor. Okay, Judith's ready too. All right, because we have not done this yet on Project Joy. But we're going to go there together today. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. I'm going to start you off with a little Double D's Chronicles, and then we're going to dive in the pool because that's what we need to do. All right. Hang tight, guys. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and today is Monday, January 31st, 2022. It's the last day of the January. Somebody stole January and walked away with it, is what they did. I don't know where this month went. I have no idea, but we have so much incredible goodness coming to you live on the Breakthrough Show Network in 2022, and I would invite you to stay in the know. Join our Breakthrough Show Network text community for show notifications, insider info, and special offers. Just text the word breakthrough to 256-685-7092. That's for the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Again, that's breakthrough to 256-685-7092. If you are not in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico, or you don't want text messages, I invite you to join our Discord server to chat with other fans and meet past guests and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. Just go to bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough, bit.ly/Discord breakthrough. Sometimes those bit.ly links are a little touchy though. If that link does not work for you, please send me a message or email me, jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and I'm happy to give you a direct link so that you can join us there, because we're going to be having a lot of fun coming up, especially coming up in February, which is like tomorrow. I'm very excited. Okay. So I also want to remind you, you can join me live for this segment. Just head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air today. Adam said he's ready to party. Everybody's ready. And listen, y'all, Miss Birthday Girl, I know she's still celebrating today. Miss Birthday Girl, Queen Bee, is here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. That's Miss Tracy's sister. So we're glad to have her here this morning, Miss Birthday Girl. Our birthday weeks are overlapping now. Queen Bee, you know, you're still in celebration. I'm beginning my celebration for Friday. So it's going to be, we love having the Aquarius in the house, because what's a house without lots of Aquarius? That's what I want to know. Miss Brittany saying good morning to Queen Bee. So listen, we've got Double D's Chronicles coming up for you first. I have a little bit of news to share with you out of Florence, Alabama, where I'm at this morning. And then we're going to dive in the rabbit hole together. Y'all said you were ready. I've got all the comments there to prove it, but we're going to find out how ready you are. Okay. And then we've got birthdays and whatnot coming up at the end as well. Yesterday's birthday is Sunday the 30th, and today's the 31st. Some cool celebrity birthdays going on. And of course, the celebrities on my own Facebook page as well. So without further ado, if you are ready for some, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here in Alabama. Okay. I'm trying to figure it out, and I am at a loss. So without further ado, here's some Double D's Chronicles. Double D's Chronicles is the story of two Jugas delivery people in the delivery service industry. And don't forget, names have been changed to protect the innocent, but no names have been changed today because there is no need. I don't know what these people's names are, and thank God. Do you guys remember the story about the blow up doll? Some of you were like, I was not tuned in that day, but I wish I was. Okay. So here's a little recap. I went to go do a delivery one day, and I was walking up to the person's house, and their blinds were just barely open. Okay. Their blinds were just barely open, and the bottom of the blinds were up a little bit, so I could see a little bit, but the sun was bright, and I'm walking up and I see something leaning against the bookshelf, and I was disturbed. I thought it was a dead body leaning up against a bookshelf, and then I realized whatever it is has a suit on. These people had a blow up doll in the living room, leaning against the bookshelf with a suit on. In the middle of the day. In the middle of the day. Blow up doll, living room, suit on, leaning. And then there was like a cutout coming up above. You people don't need a security system because you're scaring the shit out of people with your blow up doll in the living room. Okay. I see, this was my fate. I'm walking. I thought it was a dead body. Okay. I literally, my Fitbit, when I looked back on it, said, you have had a stroke. It literally is what it said. I swear to God. Okay. Not really. So yesterday, I thought this was going to be that last one I thought was going to be the story of the year. Yesterday, we went to go do a delivery out in the middle of effing nowhere. Okay, that's Tuscumbia, Alabama, also known as the middle of effing nowhere. Okay, no houses, all fields, you know, corn, wheat, cotton. Then we come up on this White House that looks like Valentine's threw up all over it. I have never seen a house so decked out for Valentine's Day. I've seen Christmas, Halloween, Easter even. I've never seen a house decked out like this for Valentine's Day. Okay. And I thought I was seeing things for a moment. Okay. I thought I was seeing things because we had to go a little bit past this to make our delivery. And I told my husband, I said, okay, Philip, I don't know what is going on here, but I am seeing things. And he's like, I bet you weren't. And I said, I feel like I hope I was seeing things. So we go to delivery and we turn back around. Okay. We turn back around. Do you see this here? Okay. This is nothing. There's hearts hanging everywhere. Happy Valentine's Day, pink and red. And this photo does not do it justice. Okay. This photo does not do it justice. All right. Does not do it justice. And as you drive by and realize there is something over to the right there, past the carport, that looks like some kind of well or dunk tank. And I look closer and realize it's another goddamn blow-up doll. There is another blow-up doll in someone's front yard. It's got a dress on. And you can see it. You can barely see the words above the top there. It says kissing booth. And there is a blow-up doll in the front yard. What the hell are the people of Alabama doing with all of these blow-up dolls everywhere I go? I am being haunted by the blow-up dolls. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys here because I don't think you grasp. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Can we just have a moment with this? This is in the yard. People, we have gone from the blow-up dolls in the safety of people's living room, looking out the window at me, to now they're in the front yard. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. What is this? Of all the things in Alabama, it's the blow-up dolls that are haunting me. And she is out there with her dress on, look like a prom dress, living her best life. I think she has a mask on too. Okay, Brittany, you get me. Brittany says, I just want to know what they do for a living because who has time to decorate all of that for Valentine's Day? I can hardly find time for Christmas let alone blow up dolls. Amen. Okay. But these people are out there in Tuscumbia, Alabama, living their best lives, clearly. Okay. Living their best lives. Good morning, Anne Marie. You've come just in time for the Alabama blow up dolls. You're welcome. So I think she has a mask on, which I'm trying to figure out, how are you supposed to have a kissing booth with a mask on? This is another story. I don't understand what is happening here. Okay. I know, right? I have got nothing. I don't understand what is happening here in Alabama. But good morning, Jacksons. It's good to see you this morning. So listen, that's what I have for Double D's Chronicles for you today. Alabama people are full of blow-up dolls, and I will be happy to have another episode of Double D's Chronicles for you when I find another one, which I am sure there will be another to come. All right. So more news out of Florence, Alabama this morning. I cannot with the people of Alabama. Florence, Alabama has a brand new logo. It is an F. It is a capital F with an exclamation point after it. And there's a lot of people that are pissed off about it. They don't like it. They don't want to talk about it. They want a nothing. And there are businesses profiting from the new logo. And I am here for it. Okay, so we went to this hot dog joint yesterday that has, they have a vegan hot dog, which we went to go grab one of those real quick because we were on the road a lot of the day yesterday. And they had something on the wall that I have to share with you guys. It says, live for more wiener. So the point of the logo, okay, the point of the logo, listen, I am trying to say the cold weather has the people in Alabama acting up, all right? The point of the logo is the name of our town is Florence, okay? Florence. So the whole point, they had somebody design the logo with the capital F for Florence, and then the exclamation point is actually an L-O. F-L-O, and then the rest of the logo says R-E-N-C-E, right? Like Florence, okay? But the F and the exclamation point, Tracy's having a moment out there. The exclamation point, they said, the town of Florence said that it's supposed to stand for the excitement that Florentians, anyway, the people of Florence have the excitement they have for their town. That's what the logo is supposed to stand for, is that the people of Florence are excited about their town, excited about the culture, excited about the creativity here, etc. And it's supposed to be a lot more in the times, because right now the city of Florence logo looks a little dated. I'll be honest with you. It's one of those what do you call those? The same symbol as like New Orleans Saints has, one of those French symbols. I can't. So I like the logo. I like the new logo, but I can see how people, so there's a dentist here that's putting to floss, and they put the F exclamation point and then SS floss, everybody's you, but I could not resist taking a photo of this one yesterday. I'm all for positive change, something that makes people laugh, but people are just upset about this logo. And right? Fix it, Jesus. I don't know what's going on. People are all upset about this. And it doesn't, like, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Does it really matter? It gives us some fantastic things to laugh about, like live for more wiener. And all of the other stuff that's going on, and the blow up dolls. And listen, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Okay. So what we're going to do really quick, I feel like I need some kind of intro for what's about to come. I need a water. I need a shot of vodka is what I am about to need right now. Raise your hand if you are aware of the kerfuffle that is going on with Spotify, Joe Rogan, Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, and. Raise your hand if you are aware of all of that's going on. Okay. Raise both hands if you are aware of what is going on. Oh, yes, the deep breath is here. Raise both hands if you know what is going on with the truckers in Canada. Raise both hands if you know what is going on with the truckers in Canada. If you're not aware, I'm going to fill you all in a minute. Okay. Raise your foot, because we're out of hands now. Raise your foot if you are aware that in the last 2 years, we don't, as humans, apparently agree on the shit that's been going on around the world. Everything from the vid to the vax, to all of it. Raise your foot. Raise your foot. Let me know. Okay, so let me fill you in really quick here, because we've got some raised hands. Judith just heard about the Spotify stuff. She has no idea what the truckers. Okay, let me, because this is a legit news source here this morning, people. Anne Marie's been out of the loop. I don't blame you. Sometimes I purposely stay out of the loop. Queen Bee just saw it on the news this morning. I don't know if you mean which of the which, but we're gonna get there. Judith got her foot in the air. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, here we go. So Joe Rogan is an Anne can't find the foot, but it's in the air. Okay. So Joe Rogan is an outspoken podcaster, and he has had so many different perspectives on his podcast. People that agree with mainstream media, people who agree with whatever is the national sort of stance, I guess, on what has been going on in the world. And he has also had people that are on the opposite side of the spectrum. He has also had people on the show that do not agree, but are considered experts in their field, but they are being hushed, silenced / discredited for sharing their educated opinion on what is going on in the world. These educated opinions are considered by some to be quote unquote misinformation. Now, the funny thing that I find about all of this is that there is in quote unquote misinformation that has been out in the world a long time, that has been disproven as time has gone on. Think about years ago when doctors used to recommend smoking as being a good thing to do for your health. And we know now, right, through time, through science, through all of these different things, that the smoking is not good for you. Okay? So there have been many things such as that. I'm not going to use my time to go down that rabbit hole of all the different things. Many things throughout time that have been disproven as time goes on. So this speaks to the importance of sharing all perspective, whether you as a human believe it to be misinformation or not. It is important for us to hear different perspectives and then evaluate on our own. On the same token, it is also up to us to determine what we will and won't have on our personal platforms. Those of us who have shows, podcasts, blogs, newspapers, whatever it is. And social media has created this space where if a person who has a platform, such as myself, such as Joe Rogan, such as Oprah Winfrey, such as whoever has a platform, and you don't like what they're saying, you don't like what they're showing, we like to get all upset about it. And we like to take to the comments and have a fit and ask for censorship and all of this stuff. That, in my opinion, is not okay, because you don't have to follow them. You don't have to listen to them. You don't have to. Are you a big boy? Are we big boys and girls here? You do not have to follow those people. Okay? You don't have to follow me if you don't like what I have to say. If I don't bring you joy in the morning, goodbye. Goodbye. You don't have to be here. If you don't like the fact that Joe Rogan is offering different opinions on what is going on, whether you think it's quote unquote misinformation or not, you don't have to listen. But I personally would rather live in a world where we have the choice as humans to decide whether we are going to listen to something or not than to be censored and say, we're not going to allow a platform where you can hear different sides of things, where you can hear differing opinions. Now you get a lot of people saying, but it's spreading misinformation. Okay, so here's where all of this is coming to here. How this applies to Neil Young, Joni Mitchell. They are pulling their music from Spotify because they're mad that Spotify is allowing the Joe Rogan podcast to stay on the platform and be such a huge part of their platform. So they're pulling their music in solidarity. Guess who's right in this circumstance? Guess who's right? You ready? I'm going to bring it to you now. Guess who's right? Joe Rogan is right for being able to show whatever perspectives he wants on his podcast. Why? Because it is his podcast. I can have whatever. I can take Project Joy and come and talk about a serious topic like this. I can jump from Double D's Chronicles to this, to birthdays, to whatever the hell I want. Why? Because it is my show. It is my show, okay? And that's the first part. That part, anyway. Anyway, okay. That's the first part. Guess who else is right? Neil Young and Joni Mitchell are right too. You know why? Because they have the prerogative to remove their music from whatever platforms they feel like are not aligned with them. They're right too. And guess who else is right? Spotify is right for feeling caught in the middle of all of this because they didn't ask for this shit. I heard, so Joe Rogan made an announcement yesterday. By the way, if you guys have not seen it, go to Instagram and watch Joe Rogan's broadcast that he did yesterday, his live that he did on TikTok, or not TikTok, on Instagram. It's fantastic. He really says, look, this is what's going on. There's parts of what he said I do not agree with, but that's my business. There's parts that I love. I love that he had something to say. I love that he spoke out about what's going on. He's made it very clear he does not hate Joni Mitchell or Neil Young for what's going on. They had to do what's right for them, which is exactly what I'm saying here. Okay. But he was also talking about how apparently Spotify was saying that they want to start having a disclaimer before any podcast episodes that share information that goes against mainstream narrative. Now, the reason I laugh at this is because we have disclaimers and advice and all of this other shit on literally everything. Hey, guess what's on the laundry pods? On the laundry pod containers. You guys remember when the kids were eating the laundry pods? What was it? A couple years ago, maybe? What was my friend Megan say? 2-3 years ago. Remember when the people were eating the Tide Pods? I bet you money on that Tide Pod container, it says, do not eat the damn Tide Pods. So that's what I find funny about warnings, disclaimers, and that's just one example. Again, we are not going to waste our time here with that today. That's just one example. All right. And yeah, I know somebody's going to come at me and be like, well, kids, but no. Oh, J-Ro, there's disclaimers in front of Dumbo on Disney Plus. That's right. There are disclaimers now. If you guys do not have Disney Plus, some of the old movies have depictions of things that are, considered offensive today. And now there's disclaimers on Disney. Okay, there's disclaimers, there's instructions, there was whatever. My whole point is that people are going to do what they want anyway. But again, who's right in this situation? Spotify's right too, because it's their platform. It is their prerogative to put the disclaimer in front of whatever if they want to. It is their platform. And me as a podcaster, I get to say, that's either going to piss me off and I'm going to pull my stuff, or I don't care and I'm going to stay, or I agree and I'm going to stay, whatever it is. Joe Rogan is in the right for putting what he wants on his podcast. Joni Mitchell and Neil Young are in the right for pulling their music if they want to. Spotify is in the right for putting what they want in the thing. Then everybody keeps talking about free speech. I agree that everybody should be able to run their business how they want. Free speech does not mean it's devoid of consequences. That is, and by consequences, I don't mean getting in trouble. I mean what happens. A consequence is an effect. Okay, a consequence is what happens because. So look at people need to be able to do what they need to do that's right for themselves. Now, let me go down the line here because I loved what Brittany said. Is it misinformation or a different perspective? And this is what I was talking about. There are so many things throughout time that have been labeled as misinformation that have come to be truth later on. Joe Rogan mentioned some of those things just about recent times in his live stream yesterday. Brene Brown, I heard, removed her podcast too. No comment on that. The news media spreads more information than anyone. Exactly. So that's exactly what you're talking about, Jackson's, about even with the traditional news, we should have disclaimers on that. It's still someone's opinion. The news broadcaster, the news host is still someone's opinion. I use this example all the time. Okay, I got my B12 vitamins here. Shout out to Nested Naturals. Okay. If I tell you to look at this bottle and tell me what you see, you're going to say, well, Jessica, it's an orange and white label. It says B12, says Nested Naturals. It says what type of vitamin it is down here. And I'm going to say, I don't see that. Okay, I'm going to pretend like I don't see it on the screen in front of me. But I don't see that. I see a warning. So we're looking at the same thing, but we're seeing something completely different. It's all perspective. It is all opinion. It is all whatever someone's experience has been. Judith saying Joe Rogan was the MC on Fear Factor. Yes. And Judith says too, define mainstream narrative. Exactly. What is the mainstream narrative? What is that? Right? Freedom isn't free. That's it. That's it. There's always going to be consequences, good, bad, and indifferent. I think when I always like to specify when I say the word consequence, I don't mean negativity. A consequence is simply an effect of what happens after you do A and you get this. You do B, you get this. It's an effect. That's all a consequence is. I'm glad we're here. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Because we're going to dig a little, we might go a little over today. Are y'all okay with that? Here we go. Because I don't want to mess this up. I don't often dive in the way I'm diving in today, but we're diving in. And here we go. Because I'm going to go a little further. Okay. Anne-Marie's here for it. Here we go. Okay. The trucker thing. Let's talk about the truckers. Truckers come together. They are currently at the capital, Ottawa, Canada, in solidarity against vaccine mandates. I'm sure somebody just shut me down because I said the V word. Against vaccine mandates. Now, there is post after post after post that I have seen from different people on the social You like that, Mr. Jackson? I put the in there for you. I'm always talking about the Facebook, the TikTok. Okay, so that's what's going on up in Ottawa, Canada. It is a shit ton of people up there. I don't, Heather. Maybe you can update me with the amount of people. Tell me in the comments because I don't have those notes in front of me. How many people? How much money's been raised? All of this stuff against the mandates. Okay. And there have been several posts saying that the people involved at the helm of what are going on are part of bad parties, that if people that are involved in this are racist, that they are part of the alt-right, that they are white nationalists. Now, the funny thing is that I have seen videos live. My husband and I have been watching live video from this protest, and the whole rainbow of colors are there. White, Native, Black, Hispanic. I have seen the rainbow of people. Okay. At this event. So I don't really understand that, but whatever. But they're talking about the three people that are leading this charge and how they had done all of this stuff and they were part of these movements a long time ago and they're part of this and they're part of that. And if you support this, you're showing your privilege, etc. I will be the first one to admit and say that there are issues in every country in the planet. The only one I can speak to specifically is mine here in the United States. So if my husband was here, he would be able to speak to Canada because he is Canadian. All right. But there are absolutely systemic issues with race. There are absolutely bad people in this world. I lived in Auburn, Alabama, where in the coffee shop, the leader of the KKK walks in and causes a ruckus. I have seen it. I have seen that there are issues with racism and it is alive and well. Okay? I've seen it with my own two eyes. I am not a head in the sand, a dodo, a flamingo. Is that what puts a head in the sand, a dodo? Yeah. Head in the sand to tell you that there's not these issues in the world. But when it comes to issues like this, we are throwing out the baby with the bathwater here. Is what you guys know that saying. Okay, we're literally taking the entire, we're making it about something and we're just going, it's bad. Instead of looking at the fact that we have people, I'm choosing to look at it as people are coming together. People are coming together to stand up against something that they don't believe is right. Now, is there value in looking at who's in charge of this? Maybe so. Is there value in saying, there might be other things going on here? Maybe so. But to say that there's no good, no joy, no purpose, no anything is foolish. It's foolish because you get to choose what you focus your energy on. Prime example of this is Christmas. Christmas. Raise your hand if you celebrate Christmas. I'm not asking you how you celebrate. I'm not asking you. I'm just, do you celebrate Christmas? Yes or yes? Raise your hand. No, don't raise your hand. Or just say yes or whatever you need to do in the comments. Okay. People all over the world celebrate Christmas. Anne Marie celebrates Christmas. All right. Yes. Thank you for answering, Anne Marie. You celebrate Christmas. There is all kind of arguments as to what the actual origins of Christmas. Okay, here we go. Brittany celebrates Christmas. The Jacksons celebrate Christmas. Heather celebrates Christmas. Okay. Hey, Abby. Abby is here this morning. Abby celebrates Christmas. Okay. In whatever way that you do. But there have been so many arguments over time as to the actual origins of Christmas. Is it actually Christian? There's a lot of pagan representation in the celebration of Christmas. The same thing goes for Easter and every other damn holiday we celebrate, okay? Is it Hallmark related? Is it religious? Is it pagan? Is it Christian? Is it whatever? There's all of this argument. Meanwhile, I'm sitting back going, I'm just trying to celebrate the day. How about everybody takes whatever they know and they believe and they want to focus on and celebrate the day how it's meaningful for them? So while it is of, I guess, what is the word I'm looking for? Literary value, educational value to dive in and figure out the origins of things, doesn't what we put behind it matter? The energy that we put behind it is what matters. Okay, so even if these people are started whatever they're doing up there, is that important from an educational perspective? Probably. But if I was there, I would be focused on the fact that I am there because I don't think anyone should. And here we come. Typically, here's that breath again, Jackson's. Let me get my water. Hang on. Because I don't typically take to my platform to share my personal opinion. I don't think anyone should be mandated on what they do to their physical body. Now you can come at me with all kinds of stuff about history, and I'm happy to show you some facts if you would like. I've got all the facts over here. Facts. Again, facts are opinion and perspective and experience. So those kind of facts from my perspective. No, I don't believe anybody should be forced to do something with their physical body. So again, you can come at me with different instances where we have to have whatever. No, there are exemptions in place and all of that. I've got all of that information if you would like that information. And other things. Don't come at me with the seatbelt perspective. We're and insurance and all. Listen, I come right back at you. That's not your physical body, and you can also choose not to drive. My son is going to be 21. He has chosen not to drive. That's his prerogative. So guess what? He doesn't have to have insurance. Okay, so that no one should be forced. So if I was there, that's what I would be focused on. That I would not be thinking about whatever other people's thoughts, opinions, perspective, their why. I would not be thinking about that. I would be thinking about why I am there. And why I have chosen to stand in solidarity with people who may not agree on certain things with me, but we agree that we should have bodily autonomy. Okay. Okay, let me go back now because I did ask for this information. Heather said $9.1 million so far raised, tens of thousands of trucks in the main area, many outside as police had stopped them from coming in, but they are allowing them in slowly. The number of actual people is well into the hundreds of thousands, possibly when this is done, closer to 1 million plus total over the days of supporters from all over the country and including people from the United States that have gone up there as well. And the beautiful thing is, in the area there, you just see people of all kinds. There are people that have been very clear in several of these protests, not just the one in Canada, but the ones that have been going on all over the world, that there are people there who have had their vaccine, but they're standing up for the right to choose. Now, you want to get into some of the other things that we were talking about of, requiring to show a card to get into somewhere. If it's a business, who's right? The person that doesn't want to show their card or the business? Well, in my perspective, they're both right. Is the business's prerogative how they want to run their business, and it's also they need to accept the consequence of doing that, which is some people they're going to lose money on the people that want to come in. Now, the people that don't want to get their thing and have their card, they got to understand that some of these businesses are going to choose and they're not going to get to go in. And it is not a right of life to be able to go into a restaurant. So both people are right, and both groups have to deal with the consequences of that. So that's my perspective of live and let live. Okay. People have to choose what's right for them, whether it's what they do with their own body or what they do with their business. Brittany said, absolutely. The Jackson said, completely agree. No one should be mandated to do anything with their body. Absolutely. And, another thing that people bring up is the abortion conversation and all of this, which we're not going to get into today, but I will say that is there's more to it than a body in some of the situations. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's it. Because it's my prerogative. Anne says, as I understand it, in the USA, the federal government is illegal to do this. A mandate, not a law. I may be mistaken. A mandate is not a law, right? So there's things that are in place. And I was talking to Shiraz the other day. By the way, Rewriting Reality with Shiraz is coming up today at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern on the Breakthrough Show Network. When I was talking to him, and he's traveled recently from Canada to Disney, and he's going to Dallas, Texas next week. He said that when you get on the plane, everybody's talking about how you can't travel. It asks you, you can't travel unless you've had the vaccine. Sorry, let me finish my sentence. I have a habit of doing that. That's what he's been told. But he said when you get on the plane, it asks you a checkbox or something to the effect of, are you up to date on your vaccines, or do you have a negative test? So you have the choice there. Okay. There's still the choice there. There's a lot of people spreading the misinformation that you cannot travel. You can, you just have to choose. Do you want to get the vaccine? Do you want to take a negative test? Up to you. It's still there. Now I've heard some things that I'm not going to share about this because I don't know them to be fact or whatever, that there's some laws and things being changed, but I don't know for fact. So we need to do our due diligence, but that's just the thing, to do the research. The biggest thing I want to portray today is not my beliefs on what people should or shouldn't be doing, is not my feelings on the actual the vax, and all else that's going on. My whole thing is that we as podcasters, as show hosts, as news people, because I consider myself to be a news person. There are some of you that came here today that were not aware of what was going on. I just shared that with you. Now the responsibility is on my shoulders that I have shared that information with you. Okay. So as a news person, whatever platform they're using, podcast, blog, talk show, newspaper, whatever, if we are not giving the opportunity to share all perspectives, then that's not, to me, what this is supposed to be about. Because if you turn on different news stations, you get very biased information. Why is it biased? Because it's one perspective. When I share my perspective, it's also biased information because it's my perspective. But for us to be able to have different guests on who share a different perspective, I want to live in a world where we are allowed as humans to listen to that information and choose whether we want to take it to heart or not. That's the kind of world I want to live in. I don't want to live in a world. Bye, Anne. It's good to see you this morning. I do not want to live in a world where we are only allowed to be shown one perspective, and that perspective is determined by somebody else. I don't know who. I want to live in a world what we get. Could you imagine if the we couldn't buy laundry pods anymore because of those kids that ate it? Well, the disclaimer was on there and they didn't listen, so you can't do your laundry anymore. Could you just imagine? Could you just imagine? We're not, I don't want to live in a world like that. I want to live in a world where I get to choose. But it's also Spotify's prerogative, what they want to have on there. It's Joe's prerogative, who he wants to have on his podcast. It is Joni and Neil's prerogative, who they want to, where they want to stream their music. It is Brené's prerogative where she wants her podcast. It is each and every person's prerogative of why they are gathered up in Ottawa. It's each person's perspective and prerogative as to why they're doing what they're doing in their life. And that's the kind of world that I want to live in, where we get to choose, because that's important to me. And at the end of the day, even if we can't choose our circumstances, our surroundings, the things that are going on around us, we still get to choose how we react and how we behave with it. We still get to choose at the end of the day. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with we're going to come back with birthdays and whatnot. But listen, I got to show you guys something really quick because this is good. This is a good one here. All right. I'm gonna share it really quickly here. Our culture has accepted two huge lies. The first is that if you disagree with someone's lifestyle, you must fear or hate them. The second is that to love someone means you must agree with everything they believe, say, or do. Both are nonsense. You do not have to compromise convictions to be compassionate. All right. We're going to be right back after this. Let's go visit Miss Brittany. We'll be right back.
Hey, hands looking a little plain there. That's okay though. I got you. Just head over to Nail Beauty by Brittany. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know who she is. That's okay, that's fine. It's a good thing that Dot's here. I'm here to tell you. Nail Beauty by Brittany is an upcoming establishment that makes everyone's hands look pretty to boost your confidence throughout your daily basis. You get all these custom nails at a very affordable price. With proper care, these nails can last up to 3 weeks. If you head over to Brittany's social media, you'll see all of the custom nails that she has made thus far at a very affordable price. To receive updates on new nail sets and deals, head over to Miss Brittany's new website at nailbeautybybrittany.com. This company was made by this beautiful young woman here, Miss Brittany. Now y'all go over ahead and get your nails pretty, y'all. I'm showing enough in.
Make sure you visit our friend Brittany over at nailbeautybybrittany.com. Make sure you use the code BREAKTHROUGH to get yourself a discount. Don't just go in there and start ordering things. Go in there and put your discount in, put your code in, get your discount and all of that good stuff. And we certainly appreciate what Miss Brittany's got going on in the world. And she is a level 2 Reiki practitioner now, on her way to working on her Reiki master as well. We're super excited for her. So thank you, Miss Brittany, for being here this morning and for all you do in the world. So listen, I agree, Miss Judith. We get to choose, bottom line. I would love some feedback from you guys on the segment, that last segment that I shared with you guys this morning. If you got something from it, if you appreciate it, if you didn't appreciate it. Okay. I want to hear from you. If you were like, listen, Jessica, that meant nothing to me. I don't agree with you. Whatever it is, I would love to hear from you. Okay. Because, like I said, this is not, I never want to have a platform where I am just happy to agree with everything and everybody. That is not what this is about for me. And I know that that is not what it is about for Mr. Rogan as well, because he's had plenty of people on the show, including my own cardiologist, Dr. Joel Kahn, that he does not agree with 100%. So let me know. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if you don't care either way, if it meant something to you, if you're never going to watch again, let me know, so that I have a little bit of feedback to go off of here, you guys. All right, listen, I have a couple things I want to share with you really quick. Let's look at the joy on social media, and then we'll get into birthdays. I am so excited today to point out some joy over on Instagram this morning. Jen Jones is the plant-based queen. I found her recently because I don't know if you guys knew this, but January is known as Veg January. People are encouraged to go vegan for the month of January. We've obviously been vegan since 2017, as I have shared before. So we've been at it a minute here. But Miss Jones was putting some fantastic stuff on her page throughout all of the January. Lots of amazing recipes, but she is a ball of fire. I just love her short little reels that she does, her recipes. It is fantastic. So I'm going to show you one really quickly now. So I just love what she does. Let's do it.
Truffles, if not day 22 of plant-based recipes. Let's go. And a food processor, add 1 cup of rinsed chickpeas, 1/4 cup natural peanut butter, a 1/4 cup of oats, 5 soaked pitted dates, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. Pulse till it forms a dough, and then fold in your dark chocolate chips. Roll in balls and freeze for 10 minutes. Now melt 1 cup of dark chocolate with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Cover your truffles with the chocolate, sprinkle with sea salt, and now cinnamon. Freeze for 10 minutes, and oh my God. Have you ever had?
I just love her energy so much. So shout out to the Jen Jones. Make sure you guys go follow her on Instagram, the Jen, Jen Jones, Jones over there. She is the plant-based queen over on Instagram. She had some fantastic recipes there, a lot with the air fryer, which I love because I love my air fryer now. She's got some delicious recipes. She's got some facts here as well, which is that 1/3 of children in the United States are already obese and overweight. It's something we got to work on. We got to do better, guys. We've got to do better. So shout out to Miss Jen Jones this morning for being a bright light over on Instagram. Thank you, ma'am, for the work that you do. All right. So we got to get to birthdays, you guys. We're only 10 minutes over. We did better than I thought we were going to. I'm very excited about that. Listen, Queen Bee's yelling for Brittany out there in the audience. The Jacksons are saying hello. Good morning back from Queen Bee. We've got to get to birthdays. I'm excited. Obviously, we are still celebrating Queen Bee and her birthday from Saturday. Duh. We can celebrate her as long as we want to, damn it. And it's her birthday week, as I mentioned this morning, is overlapping with my birthday week here, and we are celebrating together, ma'am. So yesterday's birthdays, let's check this out really quick. On January 30th, actor Christian Bale, Batman, right? You play Batman? We're going to test my knowledge here. President Franklin Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945, he had a birthday yesterday. Singer Phil Collins' birthday yesterday. I think it said he was 72. Wishing a happy birthday to Phil Collins. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. I love some Phil Collins. Hello. An actor from that 70s show, Wilmer Valderrama. Happy birthday yesterday. Also over on my Facebook page, the celebrities in my world. One of my favorite squirrel friends, Lucinda Harmon, she was actually one of the first guests we ever had on the Breakthrough Show Network from South Africa. Lucinda Harmon, we are so glad to celebrate your birthday. My friend Kate Petty, also a fellow Alabama girl, and also she was on the Breakthrough Show, I believe, season 3 or 4. At any rate, she was on the show. She was fantastic. From back in my school days, we had 2 birthdays, Karen Ramirez and Christina LeBeau, also known to me as Christina Leonard back in the day, Chrissy Leonard. Happy birthday to Karen and Christina as well. Moving on to today's birthdays in the celebrity world. Justin Timberlake's birthday is today. He's bringing sexy back, and so are we here on Project Joy. Baseball player Jackie Robinson, who passed in 1972, his birthday is today. Portia de Rossi, Ellen's other half, birthday is today. Actress Kerry Washington, which she does not, in my opinion, get enough credit for Save the Last Dance. You guys know that movie with Julia Stiles and what's his name? What's his name that plays the guy? I'm having a moment. But anyway, she was amazing. And that Kerry Washington was amazing in that movie, Save the Last Dance. I loved that movie. I might be, minority here, but I liked that movie. It was a little, it had its cringy moments, but I enjoyed it, and Kerry Washington was amazing in it. Obviously, she's been in 800 other things since then, but I digress. Baseball player Nolan Ryan, birthday is today, so we had baseball yesterday and today. Another moment here. Minnie Driver, actress Minnie Driver's birthday is today as well. You know what movie I love of hers? Again, outside opinion, the movie Beautiful, where she plays the beauty queen. And she had a daughter that her friend raised for her and didn't know until the end that it was her daughter. Anyway, I just gave away. I'm sorry. I suck at that. Spoiler alert. Anyway, I love that movie with Minnie Driver. If you haven't seen the movie Beautiful, check that out. John Lydon, aka Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, birthday is today. And celebrities in my world. My friend Fernando Velez, his birthday is today. One of my other favorite Aquarians. And also Stevie Cooey from here in Alabama. Happy birthday, Stevie, as well. So these are all of our birthdays from Sunday and Monday. And we're going to throw another Queen Bee in here for good measure, okay? But Queen Bee is at the top of the list this time because her birthday was Saturday. All right, let me get my water and let me get my sound effects ready. I need my sound effects. I can't do this without the sound effects now. I should have had sound effects for that last segment is what I should have done. But here we are. All right, here we go. Birthdays for yesterday and today. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Queen Bee, Christian Bale, Franklin Roosevelt, Phil Collins, Wilmer Valderrama, Lucinda, Kate, Karen, Christina, Justin, Jackie, Portia, Carrie, Nolan, Ryan, Minnie Driver, Johnny Rotten, Fernando Velez, and Stevie Cooey. Happy birthday to you. I hope you guys have an amazing, or had, for those of you yesterday and Queen Bee from 2 days ago, an amazing birthday. And those of you who have birthdays today, have an amazing day. There is a very amazing birthday coming up. Listen, she appreciates it, and I appreciate the appreciation. We have a very amazing birthday coming up on Friday. And this is an invitation to all of you. You are very welcome, Miss Queen Bee, of course. I would love to have a birthday party with you guys on Friday's Project Joy. If you are able to join me live on the show on Friday, we are going to have a birthday party live on air here for my day. And I will also be on TikTok live later that afternoon. I have a lunch planned. I have very special things going on. And I am so excited. My birthday is actually kicking off tomorrow, because tomorrow I have the honor, privilege, and pleasure to meet another Breakthrough Show alumni in person. I will take your guesses as to who you think it is, but I am very excited. I won't be able to say it tomorrow morning because I won't be able to say it tomorrow morning. And all I can tell you is I'm going to be real tired when I come on the show on Wednesday because I'm staying up past my bedtime. So, you can guess who you think it's going to be, but it thrills me beyond belief to have the opportunity to meet another Breakthrough Show alumni in person tomorrow. It's going to make my whole birthday. I'm so excited. So be prepared on Wednesday to hear all about that, but let me know your guesses and everything else. And I want to invite you on Project Joy. I invite you every day, people, but specifically for my birthday, Friday morning, right here, be here, or nothing rhymes with that. I was going to say be here or be square, but that doesn't. Anyway, for my birthday party right here, Friday, February 4th, 7 a.m. Central Time. I will also be doing TikTok Live because it is also my 1-year anniversary of TikTok Live as well. So we will be doing that. And I invite you to join me and celebrate with me because I'm excited. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. Thank you for starting your day with me, starting your week with me here on Project Joy. Thank you for going down the rabbit hole of opinion and controversy and all of that with me here this morning. Like I said, it's not something I typically use my platform for, but it felt really good to be able to express myself as well. And there is joy in that. There is joy in expression. And the biggest takeaway that I want you guys to take away today is that your opinion, your perspective, your thoughts, no matter who thinks they're real or not, they all matter. Your perspective, your experience, your opinion, your everything that you are and you stand for and you believe. I don't care if nobody else believes in it. I don't care if people call you misinformation. It matters. Your perspective matters. Thank you guys for watching or listening wherever you are in the world today. And until tomorrow, not next week, tomorrow. I almost slipped up there. I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye.
You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Jugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.